subscribe. Evening folks, and welcome to the Happy Hooker YouTube channel. This evening I'm on the gynn wall and we've got, let me just light him up, we've got Tom with us. Not Tommy the Turd, Tommy the Legend.
Hey.
This is a bit of a last minute thing. I just thought, I'm bored at home, I've not been out for a few days, get out, get some fishing done. My head's been done in with also organising all this match before, it hasn't stopped. It's been bloody hard work, which is on Saturday by the way, and I'm really looking forward to. I've got a new toy guys, for the tripod. Let me just light this up. I've left the bloody microphones in, man, I'll sort them out in a minute. See, that's how unprepared I am, I've not even got my microphones on. Right, on my tripod, these things. Now, most of us have trouble with our tripods slipping and sliding about on the concrete. But with these things, let me just turn it round. I went to see Ben at Fleetwood Fishing Supplies in Fleetwood today, and he's given me this. Now what it is, it fits every tripod. Now for you anglers that leave rigs hung up, pre-baited and stuff, this is ideal. I'm going to have to try and do this one-handed. That goes in there, that goes across there. Sorry guys. Sorry guys, yes, if you could just hold the camera for me please. That goes in there, that screws back into it. Easy to do when you've got two hands. I shall just level that up a bit. There, that levels it up. And what that does in essence is, tighten it up. Why are you not tightening? There we go. Right, and what it does in essence is, it stops your tripod spreading of falling over.
Screen's gone off.
That's fine. There you go. It stops your tripod from, sorry, wrong one, from falling over. Sorry, I can take it back over now. Thank you to my glamorous camera assistant. It stops your tripod falling over. An added bonus is, it's got these little grooves on it here for hanging your pre-baited rigs up, which I don't do, by the way, as we all know. Also, on the edge of them here, he said this is for an extra rod rest. So you can have your two rods up there, you can have a rod in there and a rod in there if you so wish. But primarily, it's for when the conditions are not great, and you can put your tripod side on, and your rod goes in that, so you've got a lower angle on your rod. So you fish it more like a tipping, you know, like when you coarse fish and you use a tip rod, rather than that. Now these, well, that's not tightening, because it'd help if I put it in the right bloody hole, wouldn't it? There we go. Right, I'll tighten that up in a minute. I haven't put it into the screw at the back. But these now, for one of them, without this and that, is £8. I think that's reasonable. If you want the two, which you need the two to lock it all together, and the middle bit for hanging your rigs on, £20. Fleetwood Fishing Supplies. Go and see him. I think that is absolutely, for something so simple, is genius. My rod is forever falling apart on the legs. I don't rods go over, end up smashing your stuff, but that is absolutely perfect. I'll turn this light off. I'll get on with some fishing, eh? I'm going to get my rods out. I've got my tube. I might only fish one rod tonight. I'm feeling a little bit lazy, so I might only fish one rod. I've just had a load of steak and pasta before I've come out, so the eyes are going like that.
Excuses.
Have you heard him? Excuses. But yeah, two pentidal rods, two pentidal reels. I'm going to be using rigs that Key White's made for me. I can't remember what rigs they are. I think the 3-up flappers or something like that. I'll have a look in a minute when I get them out. We'll go through that. Anyway, stop parroting! Get on with it! See you in a bit! Perfect. Right. I've switched the camera on to record, and I didn't mean to do. I was just trying to see what the camera was seeing. But while I've got you, there's the rig. It is a 2-up, 1 down, boomed. Got put little plastic booms on them. Now Key makes all these rigs for me. On the packet, it says camera switches itself off now and then, and it did. Like I say, it's making a slur on my intelligence. All I'm going to fish tonight, I'm going to set off with one rod to start with. Don't know what they were doing then. Just all running around like loonies. I'm going to start off with one rod, and then if I feel like it, I will stick the other rod up. Like I say, I'm feeling a little bit lazy, but I'm out of the house at last. Hey, I'm out fishing. Fishing with yellowtails tonight. I'm not going to venture any other baits. That's it, just going to do this. Tell you what, it's got a lovely, I don't know if you'll pick that up on camera, but it's got a lovely surf on it, that. I think by the time I've got the baits on, it'll be more or less time to cast in, and then it'll be bingest of bongest of boo all night. And Tom says if I catch more than him with one rod and he's got two, he's giving up forever.
Oh no, I'm definitely not giving up forever.
Just
I might cheat and bring out some of the naughty baits.
yeah. Oh, sounds like he's got secret baits to me, that. I'll go rooting in his box in a bit. Right, I'll get on with it. See you in a bit. And just like I said, the water is at the wall right now. I've only just finished putting the bait on. I didn't realise it were already up that close. So, without further ado, let's get it pinged in and get some bing bong booing going on. Now, I'm going to cast it out of the way. Now, I have set myself up a bit funny here. I might move the tripod in a minute and stuff because I haven't left myself much room to do things. I've set myself up a little bit closer, man, I know. But I want the best light I can because I've been noticing on my videos that apart from seeing me, you can't really see much. I need to sort of... The problem you've got is, if you're not fishing out of the van, I can get lights, I can get big floodlight, I can get all sorts of lights. But if you're not fishing out of the van where all your kit's right at the side of you, it means carrying it to wherever you're going. And I've got enough stuff to carry already, with cameras and boxes and rods, just like everybody else. Anymore, it's a good bounce on that surf. So I need to find some sort of lightweight lights that are pretty strong, and I could do with like 2 or 3 of them, you know, dotted around the camera. So just to give you a bit more viewing experience. Are we all ready for the breakwater on Saturday morning? This video, what day is it today? Wednesday. This will be going out Thursday. We're going out tomorrow night, actually, this. So 2 days from now, we'll be on the breakwater having some fun. I have done a Facebook about the rules, and I have done a YouTube about the rules. But for those of you that have missed either of them, we're meeting at Bluefin at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's for your registration. Pick your little card up and have a go on the raffle if you like. And then after that, it's 9 o'clock at the breakwater. Now that has to be prompt at the breakwater because they're going to lock the barrier at 9:10. Now that, I don't mean the barrier on the breakwater wall, I mean the barrier at the top of the lane where the building is. So if you're not through by 9:10, that gate gets locked again. So we've got to be prompt, we've got to make sure we're there on time. We're allowed 20 vehicles to go down onto the breakwater itself. The rest have to park on the lane, but nobody will be walking. We can all muck in, we can help people to pegs and all the rest of it. The fish species, what we're fishing for. First prize is a pecker, or a whiting for those of you that don't know what a pecker is. The biggest pecker. Second prize is going to be biggest ball and wrasse. And then I'm going to do, depending on how many is there, at the minute it's going to be 3 sections. If a load more turn up, it's going to be 4 sections. Now, if you win the match outright, you're not allowed to win the section prize that you're in. That section prize that you're in goes to the next person in line. Same with second prize. If you win second prize outright, you don't get the section prize. So in essence, if first and second are won in the same section, then the third person in that section gets that section money. It just gives everybody something to fish for all throughout the match, which I'm happy with. The raffle, if anyone's got any bits of bottles of wine or a few cans of beer or a rusty old bucket or anything you can think of, bit of out fishing tackle that you don't use and stuff, bring it along and donate it to the raffle if you like. If you don't want to do that, don't do that, that's fine. I'm going to sort of plonk myself in the middle of the wall because I'm going to have the big pans of beef stew. I'll have some big pans of beef stew for a bit of lunch and stuff. What else? Kids, same for them, but they'll be winning prizes. If you need to help the kids out, help the kids out. I don't care if you cast it out for them, if you have to bait up for them, get them set up. I'm not bothered, as long as they're there and they're having some fun. Even if they need a bit of assistance reeling the fish in, happy days. They need help, they need help. Those of you that are booked on as mates, I've said this all along, you can all fish together. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. Measuring, bring a tape measure. Make sure you bring a tape measure. The adjudicator or the adjudicator, when you want your fish measuring to put on your log, you can't, if you're in a group of mates, none of you can do it. You've got to go to the next person outside your little group. And if we're sensible about this, you don't have to wait, you don't have to measure every single fish. Obviously, the first fish that you catch is your biggest fish to start with. And then if you get another fish and it's not as big as that, you don't have to bother measuring that. It can just go back, can't it? You know, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm just trying to think of anything else. I did have my little notes earlier when I was doing them live, and I can't think off the top of my head now everything that's going on. Oh, after the match we've got the Driftwood pub, which is at the side of Bluefin. I think we've got a conservatory area in that where we can go and do a bit of a presentation. You can get yourselves a nice drink or to do hot food. To do hot food, although I'm thinking you're all going to be full of beef stew. Can't beat it. Trust me, my cooking is second to none. I have 2 big bones. What would you like today, sir? Lamb or beef? We're having beef. This is going to be difficult. Well, what? I'm just looking at the rod keep bending over and coming back. The water's not in properly yet. It is in. Don't want to get distracted easy. I was talking about the match, weren't I? I can't think of anything else. If anybody's not actually booked on, there is a few spaces left if you just want to turn up, pay on the day. Have I covered everything? I'm not sure. Can't remember. I've covered enough. Most importantly, let's have some fun. And I want to see plenty of bing bong booing. I want to see plenty of people getting tangled. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm not drawing pegs. We're not going to draw a peg. We're just going to go. We get there. Have a sort out because we are dropping, ferrying. People will be getting moved about. Just go and find somewhere to fish. Perfect. Gamekeeper John's coming. Key White from KMP Outdoors. He's coming. Rob himself from Bluefin. He's coming along. I have been trying to get hold of that Bite Mike, but he's an ignorant get and never answers his phone. I hope you're watching this, Mike. Answer your pinging phone.
Your phone.
How dare he? My phone never stops. I've tried to get a message to Kerry and see if he'll come along. Just the more the merrier, guys. Let's go and have a good day.
Cup of tea.
Cup of tea, have you seen this? Nice cup of tea, aye, cup of tea please. Yeah. Now the last time Tom were on with me, he had a piddly little flask about that big.
I think everyone saw it, don't they? And I think that's now going to be big enough.
Is that the big enough? Well, we'll see about that.
Just think, give it another month. We're going to be out here fishing again. It's just going to be a massive tank like
I'll
that.
just bring a geezer it back up, man. He'd get on well with the other Tommy, wouldn't he? Because he's always got a brew in his hand, hasn't he? Always, without fail. Right, guys. I'll bring you back. I'll stop boring you now, shall I? I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, there's nothing happened yet. Rods have been in 20 minutes. There's plenty of movement on them if you do actually watch the rod tip. There is a rate surf on there. And it's rolling over that sandbank really, really hard. So the fishing tonight is going to be Slightly difficult, I would imagine. I.e. you won't be able to see the bites. I'm hoping that once the water gets deep enough so it's not doing the white horses all over the sandbank, that it should settle. In fact, it has settled down a bit now. I had to put my fishing box at the back of the tripod because it were lifting up, just with the amount of stress that were on the rod. Yeah, we're feeling a bit crappy yesterday. Feeling brilliant again now.
We're buzzing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Get yourselves out there, guys. Get out of that house, get off that sofa and go and do something. Absolutely spot on for your mental health. And catching a fish is just a bonus, trust me.
I know I've been stuck in for a week.
Oh, have you? But you're glad to get back out.
Oh, it's unreal.
Bounce, bounce, bounce. Now that's going to make it very difficult to distinguish bites from wave bounces. I have had the rod back in once, and the baits were pristine. They didn't even look like they'd been touched, so I've just pushed them back up the hooks and back out they went. I will get a fish tonight, mark my words. Right, guys, there's nothing happening still. I am just going to change. I'm changing my lead. I did have a 6 ounce on. I've just gone up to a 7 because what's happening is, with the sea being so rough, it is just picking your lead up and bouncing it around and taking it all the way over. I mean, I cast it in there and I had to walk up above Tom to go and reel my line in, otherwise I'd have been dragging it through him. So this time I'm going to whip it as far that way as I can in the hope that it doesn't drag it around. I've got a good little cast on. Put some effort in that word, that's all that. Lovely cast. Anyway, still no fish. That's it, it's just dropping down the temperature a little bit, guys, so I've just put my lovely nice coat on with the new designs on them. Now these, for those of you that are going on the matches on Saturday when we meet at Bluefin, they are actually stocked in Bluefin, these. Or there's a 3 or 4 there anyway. I can't afford to put millions of them there because they all have to be paid for, don't they? But they are a cracking little coat, these. I absolutely love them. I forgot how much they are. 65 quid the coats. The others are 38 quid. The others are 38 quid. The polo shirts are 22.50, I think. 22.50. And the t-shirts are 17 quid. Or there or thereabouts. Something really useless, aren't I? I don't even know how much things are. I'm rubbish, aren't I? And for those of you that don't know, Tom is my printing man. He puts all the printing on for us. And all that, guys, includes, if you so wish, your personal name on them. So, come on, get somebody's boat. Let's make the world happy. Oh, beanies as well. We have beanies. Anything else? I'm not sure yet. I think we are going to start bringing a few more products out. Cups and coasters and stuff like that.
You tell me what you need, we'll get it in.
There you go. Yeah, anybody thinks anything would be good, stick it in the comments, let me know about it. And on the fishing front, nothing's happening. I mean, the sea, I keep saying the sea's rough. It's rough. I'm thinking, I mean, you can just see the rod just bouncing around. It is picking. I have put a 7 ounce lead on now. I am a bit reluctant to put an 8 ounce on, but I might have to do it. I cast that well to the left, and it's now facing right, I think, is it? Yeah, it's now facing right, definitely. So I might have to just bite the bullet and put an 8 ounce lead on. In fact, I'm going to bring it in a minute and just freshen it all up and get some more fishing done. And wait for the rod to go bingus and bongus and boo. See you in a bit. Camera's on, there we go. And that has just come back in from the deep blue sea. Still full of worms. It is bouncing your weights all around there, so I am going to go for the 8 ouncer. In for a pound, in for a penny. Let's get it whizzed out and see if we can hold it. I'm hoping now. I don't know how much of that you'll be able to see. Let me see if I can get behind the camera and see what you're seeing. I'm hoping that those are close enough now that I can cast over them and it won't bounce it around as much. It'll make life a bit easier, won't it? Because at the minute it's just picking your lead up and bouncing it round in a circle, which isn't ideal. It's making life a little bit difficult, but nothing we can't handle. There's no problems, only solutions. As they say. That's a proper rough sea. Looks a bit bassy, as they say. Proper rough, that sea. I'm going to go up to an 8-ounce lead, see if I can just try and hold bottom a bit, because my baits are not getting touched whatsoever. I am going to change them baits this time, put some fresh juices going in, because those are just, well, there'd be nothing to stop me just winding them back up the hooks and sending it back out. In fact, I think I might even do that. No, I'm going to put fresh bait on. Let's get some fresh bait on, get it back out. See you in a bit, guys. Well, I've still had no action yet. Absolutely nothing. Or, I'm going to bring this in while you're on camera, because you never know, something could have hooked itself. That's not for coming in, is it? Oh, it feels heavy, guys. Oh no, it's just bro. I think it was just the leads that dug in. Either that or I've got a big grandma. Oh no, there we go, it's come loose. I thought I might have had a grandma's chuff on there then. I think it's just in the waves, it just sort of pulls it back again. But that hasn't gone too far away from where I cast it before it's dug in, by the look of that. There we go, she's just gone loose on me. I don't believe this. I've just had a pecker. Didn't know it were on. I think I'm going to have to change the battery on my camera because it's running down. Stupidly, my camera switched itself off while I was reeling the rod in. I have just had a pecker. I promise you, I have just had one. I've just been to switch the camera off and it weren't even on. You might well laugh. Honestly, do you believe it? I don't care anyway. I don't care if you lot have seen it. I know I had one. Right, technical issue sorted. I just shoved it in the van for 20 minutes. Put it on charge. Now I am sure that my rod's been doing a little bit of tip-tap-toing, even though it's very hard to tell while the camera's been charging. I haven't brought it in. But hopefully there'll be something hung itself on it. I will bring it in a minute. And I did have a pecker before. I haven't blanked. Let's have a look. We'll try again. No, that doesn't feel like there's anything on it at all. Nothing. I don't know. I think it's just the waves that grab your weight on the way in. Make it feel heavier than what it is. There could be a fish on it. Or there could not. I doubt it though. I don't think so. Put my light on.
It could be my line again as well.
Oh, we're miles away this time. It's actually now about 15 minutes before high tide. So the water is sort of not pulling through as much. We've got something on there. This is how you do it.
Double.
Double short peckers, guys. I sent me on the tip-tap-toing, didn't I? Look at that. The happy hooker does it again. What do you think of?
Absolutely jammy sauce.
Let's
Ooh, that happy hooker is such a good angler. Just look at how he's managed to. He's caught 2 peckers there, and I can't get one at all. He's really, really good looking. What a good guy he is.
That's how you do it, guys.
Don't get on my rod.
We'll have to put it on the hook and send it back for him more. Let's get it rebaited, let's get it back out. I'll tell you what, guys, even though the conditions are not great, I'm still enjoying this. I think that tomorrow, when it settles down this sea, after these beaches having a good churn up now, will be the day to hit it. You'll be able to see the bites, and you'll be a bit more control over everything. And I think it'll bring the fish in after a blow. We'll see, won't we? I don't think I'll be out tomorrow night, but I know Tom is, and I think he'll absolutely hammer it. I'm getting bing bong boos, guys. Well, more like tip tap twos. It's happened about 3 times now. Do I bring it in and see if I've got one hung itself? It's very, very hard to actually tell what's a bite and what's not a bite. Go on, we'll bring it in. We'll bring it in. Let's have a look. Oh, how does it feel? It feels like there's something on there. I'm not feeling any kicks, but it just feels heavy. I'm not going to stand too near the wall, because if there's one on, he's going to push me over.
Don't impress.
That's just gone light. It did go heavy, but now it's getting heavy again.
I told you how good looking the happy hooker were. He's catching fish left, right and centre.
I won't be able to hear you, even no microphone.
Oh, yeah.
You have to stand next to me.
Can we get right up close? Hello.
I think there could be a fish on here. Yes, of course there is. An hungry self-pecker.
Going home.
We've got another pecker, guys. What are we going to do? Let's get him unhooked.
I reckon we should swap sides, you know.
You can come on this one if you want, I don't mind. There we go, guys. They're not the biggest of fish, but it's a fish all the same.
Happy days.
What are we going to do? Back out and do it again? Well, it's 10:30 now, guys. So we're at the top of tide. In fact, we're 10 minutes past the top of tide. Still really hard to make out what's a bite and what's not a bite. I think I've had a couple of tip tap twos again. I'm not over sure. It's just a case of letting them hang themselves, isn't it? It's not like the smaller fish rip your rod over, is it? Unless you get a codlin or a bass on or something like that, or even a rail do it, but little whiting and peckers won't do it. They won't rip your rod round. You just get your little tippy taps, don't you? I'm not sure how much longer we're going to give it here now. I've got a feeling Tom don't want to go home till he's caught one. I hope he gets one. This chuck. I'm not going to reel it in yet, but another 20 minutes or so this tide should start ebbing back out. It's absolutely horrendous, this water tonight, but still catching fish, so who cares? See you in a bit. Just as I switched the camera off then, I turn around and Tom's looking at me with a stupid look on his face. He's just spent a good 15-20 minutes untangling a rig. I gave him one of my noddy rigs. Here, try that one on. He put it on, put the weight on, cast it out, instant crack. Instant crack off. Come here. Look at that. Where's your rig gone, Tom?
Look at that. Oh, Mr. Happy Hooker catching all these fish. And then you get me, that's just... The worst bit is I put that naughty bait on as well.
Did you?
Obviously I put a bit of worm on, but then I put that naughty little cocktail on as well to try and, you know...
Something will have it.
You know, there's all that bait.
It'll get out now.
All that bait's out there and...
Let's just turn your light off. You're blinding He's blinding everyone on top of that. You're alright now, it's up in the air.
I need my cup of tea. I give up.
Yeah, you go and have your cup of tea. These things aren't guys. We've all been there, we've all been stood at the side of your mate and he's been catching loads of fish and you've been getting sod all. We've all done it, haven't we? It's a learning curve. You have to do it now and then. And you always get someone laughing at you. See you in a bit. Well, I've had enough now, guys. I can't laugh anymore. Not only did he crack off, he was just kneeled at the side of his box outside the wall, and a big wave just came over and drowned him. Then he picked his cup of tea up, started a sip of the seawater, all in it. That's his salty brew. He's just had a gob full of salty brew. That rod's been doing a bit of quivering and binging and bonging, so I'm going to reel it in. It won't be going back out. This is my last reel in this. Let's have a look if there's anything on it. Doesn't feel like it, but they haven't felt like it the other 2 times, have they? Oh, that feels very light. I don't think there's one on there. No, that's coming in nice and easy. What about a ball? What a cracking. Oh, he says, and then it's just got a bit. I don't know. Again, I don't think there's one on it. Step back from the wall. Otherwise, I'll be getting a drowning as well. Well, I'm not shock leader and I can't see a fish. Yes, I can. Yeah. There's another one. Funnily enough, on the top hook again. Another one. just to rub salt in the cup of tea. There's another one.
Oh, even more salt.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, he's got these rigs just right as key. Every one of these fish tonight have been lip hooked. There's not been one that's been down its gullet. They've all been in the lip where they've just sort of hung themselves. Let's get it back. Anyway, guys, if you like the things that I do, please do press the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell, leave some comments. Go and have a look at the coats and the hoodies and the rest of the paraphernalia. Also the parts and engines. And I highly recommend one of these things. I don't know what the actual name of it is, but we'll call it a rig hanger. Stop your rod rest falling over her. That's what we'll call it. And until next time, ta-da for now. Subscribe.